He might have also killed a man and stolen his car. That takes the death toll to 15, with one woman killed in the attack in Cambrils, southwest of Barcelona. Abouyaaqoub is believed to be the only surviving member of a 12-member cell that was planning multiple attacks. Police say he might be armed. Let's go now to Madrid and speak to our correspondent Sarah Morris. So, Sarah, tell us more then about some of these latest revelations by police.
Well, that's right. The police are now saying that they are asking European authorities to help them. They've issued the photograph of that 22-year-old Moroccan man who lived in Ripoll to help with the manhunt. And they say the Catalan police have confirmed the most likely hypothesis is that was the van driver who mowed down people on the Rambla in Barcelona and then managed to escape. And they say they think he escaped through that very famous gourmet market, La Boqueria in Barcelona, and slipped out a back entrance into the university area of Barcelona, where he made off using a stolen car. He hijacked that car by killing a man, a 34-year-old, whose name has been confirmed now by the police. And that man was dumped in the back after being killed by some form of blade. That brings, as you said, the death toll to 15 in those two attacks in Barcelona and Cambrils.
Tell us more then about this cell and its members.
Well, the police think that they have identified 12 members. They say there could be more, but they say that 5 of them were gunned down by the police in that event on Cambrils on Friday night. The attackers were trying to commit a copycat of the Barcelona attacks. They managed to injure 6 people, but the police managed to gun down 5 of them. They also think that 2 members at least were killed in an explosion on Wednesday night in Alcanar, which is a southern town the most southern town in Catalonia. And they think that is where a house was used to build explosives. They found about 100 gas canisters there, and they think that the cell was even planning a far greater attack than the ones they ended up committing, using bombs, either large bombs or individual bombs planted in vans. And one of the targets they did have in mind was the Sagrada Familia, according to some police sources, that unfinished cathedral in the center of Barcelona. They think that what happened is that when the attackers accidentally detonated their house in Alcanar, they were forced to think of an improvised plan, and that was why they took the vans out and carried out that attack on the Ramblas in Barcelona.
Sarah, with Abouyaaqoub on the run, how are people feeling in Madrid and Barcelona and all over Spain?
People are very anxious indeed, and there's been a lot of questions as to how he was able to zigzag down the Ramblas for about 600 meters, get out of his van and then run off through the market and really escape police 2 or 3 times. Lots of people are rather worried and think that more security measures should be taken. There's also been a lot of questions asked about whether guidelines that were recommended to regional police, including the Barcelona authorities, whether they should have been implemented. Those guidelines included recommendations to put bollards and big obstructions onto the streets to stop vehicles going onto the pavement and pedestrianised areas. And some of those recommendations came following the attacks in Nice, following the attacks in London in the Berlin market. Lots of questions have been asked. Of course, nothing can make the streets absolutely safe from these types of attacks. But I've certainly seen here in Madrid more bollards going up into the central landmark square, Puerta del Sol, as a result of these attacks.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Sarah Morris in Madrid for us.